Good morning, and thank you for joining us for the American Tennis Association National Championships. More than 500 players have made the trip to Orlando, Florida to compete here at the USTA National Campus. For a tennis player, it's a thrill ride unlike any other competing at the home of American tennis. Welcome to part 2 of our live streaming coverage, the finals of the men's open division of the ATA National Championships. I'm Brian Ormiston. Jordan Beatty is joining me. Tournament play is being held in multiple age brackets. We've seen 10 to 10 years old up to 75 years of age and all of the in between. So many brackets and divisions here at the National Campus for this event. Jordan, if you're a tennis player who thrives on action and competition, this event has it all.
Absolutely, Brian. This is a great event going on here this week. The American Tennis Association was actually born Thanksgiving Day, 1916, when representatives from more than a dozen African American tennis clubs met in Washington, D.C. And at that time, the U.S. Lawn Tennis Association had formally banned African American players from its competition. Then in 1917, the organization held its first ATA National Championships, consisting of only 3 events, men and women's singles and men's double, in Baltimore. That was where the 100th anniversary of the ATA Nationals were held last year. And the ATA Nationals soon became one of the most anticipated social events of the year in the African American community, from formal dances, fashion shows, and other activities. That was all planned during the week of tennis. So it's just become a great event, and we're so excited to have it here in Orlando at the USTA National Campus.
And I think we're about ready to actually get started with this men's open finals as they're getting the serves in. But as you mentioned, there's a lot of activity going on, and it's been fantastic to hear all this week. It's been a very busy morning here, so let's take a quick spin around the campus and see what else we have going on here at the National Campus with all sorts of age divisions. And you can see here hard court number 8 and all the courts are really full. There's so many players. You said over 500 players are here at the campus with different divisions, and there's a changeover going on here on court 5. And now we look over at clay court 15, and let it get there. We're jumping on them at this point, and that was a nice little get out there on clay court number 15, the hard true here at the campus, and that's north of the hard courts. 100 courts here at this facility, and we have another beautiful morning here at the National Campus. Jordan, you were outside for a little bit. What's the weather like?
Yeah, it's starting to get hot, but it's nice. It's cooler than most days, and we're still in the morning time, so the humidity is not too bad, and we look forward to seeing how this match unveils. And today we have a matchup of the 2 seeds, Jordan Harrell against Rodney Carey. And Rodney was actually born in Freeport, Bahamas, and he currently lives in Pembroke Pines, Florida, about 2 hours or so south of the National Campus. And he has had a great career, played in the Davis Cup for the Bahamas over these past 3 years, and most recent being 2015. And we also have Jordan Harrell, who actually was born in Lithonia, Georgia. He currently lives in Augusta, Georgia, and he played 2 seasons at Xavier University of Louisiana. So just great to have both of these players out here today, and both great tennis experience, great careers, so this should be a great match.
And Jordan is the one in the red, all red, and Jordan, you have a little bit of a connection to him.
Yeah, funny story. I grew up playing with Jordan Harrell when I played tennis in Atlanta, and so that is so fun to see him out here. Tennis is such a small world, and so that's just great to be able to see somebody who I grew up playing with out here for the ATA National Championships.
So the nice colors going on the foreground there is from Rodney Carey. He's got a little bit of the Bahamas flag in there, and you can see the red for Jordan Harrell up there up top. And it looks like Harrell will be the first to serve. Calls Georgia home, as we mentioned, and this will be first ball of the Men's Open Division ATA National Championships. Alrighty, a nice little point to start us off.
Yeah, Jordan is really comfortable with coming in and closing points at the net. That just shows how he's already starting that from the very first point, looking to close that with a volley.
Sails that backhand long. 30 love for Harrell. The road to the finals, we started this event on Saturday, so they played quite a bit, but at the same time, these two top seeds got buys in the first round, so they got some benefit there. First serve is out, so they didn't have to play in the round of 16. Only 2 players to get buys, and they took advantage. Second serve coming up for Harrell.
Tough, deep shot by Rodney. Rodney played 2 seasons at Florida A&M University, which is about 2.5 hours north of Orlando, and he ended his career at South Carolina State, graduated 2015.
Looks like that forehand might have clipped the line at the back. Players make their own calls here. And it's 30 all. So on the path to the finals, Carey won his quarterfinal match after the bye 1-1, and then won his semifinal match 2-0. And Jordan Harrell pretty much the same 6-0, 5-0 before his opponent retired, and then the semifinals he won 0-1. Break point coming up here for Carey. So 2 pretty, I wouldn't say easy matches, but based on the scores,
yeah,
they got to the finals in quick fashion. There was only 1 match in the round of 16 in the event so far that went to 3 sets, which is a 10-point breaker. Nice serve there from Harrell. We go to deuce.
Both of them enjoy playing on the hard court, so this is definitely their most comfortable surface, and you can tell by the way these initial points have started off. Both of the players are looking to settle in. The wind, I know I was out there, was picking up a little bit, so if that's the case, these players are going to have to focus on staying down on the ball and really making sure their footwork is up to par, because the ball can get away from you in the wind, but the players are looking like they're handling it just fine.
That backhand goes long, so Harrell's in position to take the first game. Advantage goes his way. And that sails long, so he'll take the first game against Carey on this glorious setting here at the USTA National Campus.
A big focus for Jordan, as we can see in this replay, is going to be his ability to come in and finish those points at the net like we see here. We saw that a couple times in this first game. That is definitely one of his strong points. So that's good. He's capitalizing that and beginning that early on.
You talk about the win and that they're trying to play pretty well with it. And you saw the hat blow off there immediately.
Yeah.
So it obviously is a little bit. You can see the palm trees in the background getting a little wind going through there. So maybe you can tighten that hat up and be ready for the next game.
Absolutely. And yeah, finishing the point at the net with the windy conditions is going to be the best bet. Not to rush it, but to get in and have a good constructive point. And because, with the wind, the ball, if you play at the baseline, the ball can go anywhere. And if you're able to close in early, it gives that opportunity that you have a better chance at winning the point, playing against the wind. Exactly.
Are you a player that loves having no matter the sun or the wind? In your situation, what would you do? Would you have a visor, no hat? What would you go with?
I've never really worn hats because I don't know. I feel like I'm blinded, but some people can't play without a hat, and I've never played with it, so just.
You'd put on the sunglasses and look cool.
Yeah. All right, Rodney Carey to serve. Tough shot. Rodney talks about how his serve is his favorite part of his game and one of his strongest aspect of his games. He started playing when he was 5 years old, so he's been around for a good amount of time. And Jordan Harrell started playing when he was 4, so both started when they were very young.
That was a great point. Unlucky there for Harold that clipped the tape and sailed out, because that would have gone in if it did not hit. So the one thing about Kerry, that he is from the South Florida region, and he's from Pembroke Pines, which is just a couple steps away from the new facility that the ATA is constructing with the city of Miramar. So I would bet, take advantage of that. So that's going to be a great complex down there.
Absolutely, and Miramar is another big tennis community, as many communities are here in Florida, and it's great that the ATA is going to have their home here in Florida and keep their tradition going. So that's just fantastic that it'll be right in Rodney's backyard.
Yeah, it's they have a 20,000 square foot Black Tennis Hall of Fame. They've received pledges from Venus and Serena Williams for the event. It's just a phenomenal complex when it gets completed down there. They're adding a hotel down there too, so a lot of activity going on down in Miramar at the regional park down there. Nice ball from Harold, 40-15.
We could see from the replay, Jordan really sets that up with the backhand down the line and is able to stay in the point to see the winner.
Looked pretty effortless on that one.
He did, I know.
Very simple. Great shot, great movement.
Just very steady. Good serve by Rodney to hold that game. We are on serve, 1-all. Jordan to serve now.
Jordan played his college ball with the Xavier University of Louisiana. First serve sails long.
Xavier University in Louisiana is historically black college and university, and in the early ATAs, the national championships were actually held at a variety of HBCUs due to the racial discriminations at most hotels and other colleges. And the HBCUs included Hampton University, Morehouse College, Central State and Lincoln University. And these campuses really provided tennis courts and sufficient housing space for these athletes. So HBCUs have been a big part of keeping the ATAs going throughout the years and have given them a spot to host their events. So it's great that we're able to bring it here on its 101 anniversary, a place where so many things are going on, Brian. I mean, we talked about how many things are going on right now at the campus.
Yeah, with as Harold serves 15-all here, and that stays just in. Carey comes in, gets the point, but yeah, you can see around the courts. I mean, there's so many courts here, 100 courts, and that includes some smaller courts behind this court too, where summer camps are being held. In September, we're going to have the HBCU championships here. We're excited and honored to have that event coming to Orlando. And it's virtually almost nonstop. There's always events happening. There's events happening on one side of the facility. It seems like there's events going on another side, a completely different event. It's just it's very special to see. And that overhead looks like it might have stayed just in. I don't think Carey called it out. So it's 30-all.
Look at that.
Watching it come in.
Great job setting up the point and closing that out with an overhead. Yeah, you mentioned, Brian, all the events going on. We have some programming kids summer camps that are also going on that are probably in their last 1 or 2 weeks. So you see some younger kids coming around behind us. Yeah, you see a little kid running in the background with the smaller courts, and the new youth brand of the USTA Net Generation really encourages play from kids 5 to 18, and it's just great to be able to have Net Generation programming, and Net Generation is a one-stop shop for tennis. Really encourages youth to stay in the sport, get exposed to the sport in situations where they otherwise couldn't. So.
Harold with the hold there, takes a 2-1, so we head on to the changeover with Carey coming back up to serve, serving 1-2. And that is the one thing that has been very kind of special to see for us here, that we come here every day, and there's just this energy that you see here. And when this campus opened, there was a group of players who were on one of these hard courts, and they were just kind of hitting, and they come off, and I heard them talking, and then they came up to us, and they're like, I couldn't believe it. Like, this place just opened, and I was hitting on the next court next to Yvonne Lendl.
Yeah.
and I'm like, and I, we didn't. No one really knew. He was just, he just come in, anybody can grab a court, and anybody can be hitting at a certain time. And USTA Player Development is here. They have a section of the campus, but they also use some of these public courts. And when we saw those kids running around back there, it was kind of fun to see. There was a top 70 player in the world, one of the best Americans, Allison Risk, is here. She trains here, and she went out and just hit with it was maybe like a 4 or 5 year old girl. She was really good.
Yeah.
But it was just like, you're a youngster, and you're playing with one of the top women's players in the world on one of these small courts, and it's just kind of these refreshing moments that happen here at the campus. It's just a lot of memories have been made already in just 1.5 years. Carey serving 1-2. What a point.
Wow, what a point. Great job by Carey to remain defensive and really challenge Harrell at the net. So watch this replay. Harrell comes in.
You thought the point might have been over right there.
Right. With that overhead. Great job by Carey to hustle to each ball. And then a winner on the forehand side.
I think there was probably 2 or 3 times that Harrell thought that he had that point won.
Oh, yeah.
Carey just came right back.
Very good mental focus to stay in that point from Carey.
All. What do you say? You were talking about different parts of the campus, Jordan. What is your favorite part of the campus?
Yeah.
And don't say the cafeteria.
Oh, my goodness, yeah. I really enjoy actually probably the collegiate part of campus. It feels like it's playing college tennis myself, being able to see that the college tennis that you guys have created here, the college vibe that you guys are bringing with college match days, and having this be the home of the University of Central Florida men's and women's tennis team. It's just great energy over there. And as a former college player, it's just good to be able to have that right here, like you said, with everything else going on. And I think the events that we have over there, just like you said, a testament to everything that we try to encourage at this campus, encouraging public play, and anybody who wants to come can come and be a part of the campus and the energy that's here.
Another long rally from these two. And Carey gets the point. Boy, some great
point.
tennis happening on court 2 for this championship final.
Yeah, you can see it looks like Jordan looks to try to switch up the pace of the point, throwing in a backhand slice, but Carey just completely takes control of that and rips that inside-out forehand. Great job by Carey on that point to stay steady.
30-15. Goes to 30 all.
Good deep return by Harrell to kind of set Carey on his back foot.
There are so many opportunities on this campus, so many people walking around and checking out the action. There is a very great cafe here at the campus, as I mentioned. And there's one on the top left of corner of the screen, the tournament desk. There's a little courtside cafe.
Is that your favorite spot on the campus?
Of course. Of course. I mean, especially at nighttime when this campus gets a little crazy with some of the Summer Nights series going on. And some of the adult beverages that do flow.
That can never hurt, right?
Yeah. 40-30 for Carey as he tries to serve this game out in the men's open finals. There's You talked about some of the events here. There's the Summer Night Series, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, all these different, music going on during doubles matches, and just bring a lot of different people on the court, locals and visitors, and that just enjoy the experience. And it's just fun what the teaching pros do here at the campus for all sorts of levels of players. 40-30 here for Carey. Looked like that just missed.
Good job by Jordan to stay in that point and bring that game to deuce. You mentioned, Brian, everything that's going on campus, I think, really shows how Tim Cass, the general manager of the United States Tennis Association National Campus, has really brought in a lot of tournaments, a lot of different types of programming, really encouraged, like you said, this energy, the vibe that we feel when you're on the campus. And like you mentioned earlier, anybody who wants to come on campus can. We have tours that occur all times during the week, and it is a public facility, so it's great to be able to see people from around Orlando just come in and use this as their home practice courts.
Oh, what a shot there by Carey. Down the line, he gets the advantage, point away from taking the game.
You see, it's great when Carey's able to step in and close that point and not get in a long rally with Jordan. Whoever's going to get to the net first seems to be able to close out the point the best, so that was great by Carey.
Two balls that he landed just in, but that goes sailing out.
You see Jordan Harrell, he takes that ball very early on the baseline. I think that puts additional pressure on Rodney when during those baseline rallies, if you notice, Jordan is almost hugging the baseline in a sense to catch that ball very early. Let's see, Carey is getting ready to serve this at deuce to hold this game.
Second serve. Great kick serve there by Carey on that second serve. Harrell couldn't control it. Former ITF Davis Cup player for Bahamas, looking to hold. And that return, just too much.
Tough backhand from Jordan. Down the line, really stepped in on that service return. Jordan is very comfortable on his backhand side. So that was a great step in on that serve.
Their first serve misses. Crowd has grown a little bit here for this match.
Wow.
Great hands.
Great hands.
So we have a break point, so we can watch this closer as he comes in quickly.
To keep his eye on the ball and really stay focused in that point. Rodney to try to serve, to hold, and Jordan trying to break at this point. Rodney was ranked number 1 in the Bahamas for most of his junior career, and he played in the USTA Pro Circuit from 2008 to 2016. Oh, tough shot.
Did he call that out? I think he did.
take a
No,
look at
no,
this
it was in.
replay. Great get. Oh, yeah.
Oh, his left iron looked like he went out single
Yeah.
left, but it was just more in disbelief that he got that shot.
Wow. Great break by Jordan to go up 3-1.
Wow, fantastic point.
Jordan in college was named the Gulf Coast Athletic Conference Player of the Week in 2014. And when he was playing at Xavier University at Louisiana, both of his teams that he was a part of for the 2 years made the NAIA National Championship. So
That is definitely a great accomplishment. Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
When they made the quarterfinals, looks like both years.
Yep.
Carey got the first point there on that overhead winner. Love 15. Unreturnable serve there, 15 all. Jordan looking to solidify that previous break. Unreturnable serve there.
Yeah, great serving by Jordan. He's looking really focused, and he looked up playing. One of his favorite players was Arthur Ashe. Let's look at this serve again. Just great placement by Jordan.
Just in. And just out.
Good movement of the ball by Carey, keeping Jordan on his back feet. When he pushes Jordan back, and if Jordan's not able to hug that baseline like he wants, you see Rodney having more opportunities to dictate the point. So that's definitely something that we could see more from Rodney.
Carey tried to perfectly put that return in the quarter and came in on it, but wasn't able to do anything after that, so 40-30.
Looks like the heat has probably picked up a little. You see both
Oh, you
players
betcha.
going to their towels, and a little bit more sweat than what we had for the ladies' final. Just to be expected as it gets later in the day here in Orlando, Florida. Harrell to serve for the game. Coming up on a second serve right now.
And that'll be a double. We go to deuce. Harrell's got a lot of activity this week. He's in the mixed doubles event as well. This draw featured players from all around the country: Texas, Massachusetts, Mississippi, California, Puerto Rico. Wide mix of players, 14-player field, and these two players did get the first round buys as the top two seeds. Deuce. And return goes long, 1 point away from holding this game. Harrell is the 1 seed.
You know, when you're playing in conditions like this, when it's hot and windy, it's so crucial to get that first serve in, or try to nail down the point in the serve. You really don't want to be out there getting stuck in those long rallies. Tough return of serve by Carey.
Yeah, you mentioned that, and we saw a lot of long points early on in this game, and you see if that takes a toll. You see that quick winner from Carey back to deuce.
Tough inside out forehand from Jordan. You see Rodney trying to switch up the pace with throwing in a slice, but Jordan was able to stay right on top of that ball and hit a great inside out forehand.
You know, Jordan's another player. We had one in the women's final who loved vacationing in Fort Lauderdale. He also lists his favorite vacation spot as Florida. It's kind of great for him to come down here and play in this open Division Finals and enjoy the Sunshine State. Second serve. Looks like that sails long, so the opportunity gone awry for Carey, and Harold takes a mini 4-1 lead up a break as we change it over. So we get ready to get inside of this match a little bit more. This is the 101st edition of the ATA National Championships, and it was kind of fun to see that they went to in the 100th edition of this event, that the ATAs went back to where they first started.
Yeah, in Baltimore, at one of the first, they played out of Baltimore's Druid Hill Park, which is one of the first large public parks in America. And they were there last year. This year they're in Orlando, and from years on it'll be in Miramar. And you guys can see the crowd is filling up. People are coming out. Everyone's waking up.
Yeah, they got the umbrellas out to shield from the sun. There's bleachers at every court. And we're happy to have everybody here, as there's lots of activity going on with these matches and all around the courts. And you can see the umbrellas in the top left of your screen. The TA desk is where is the hub of activity, where all the players check in and get ready for their matches and take a seat and enjoy the festivities. And great action with that second floor. You can see a lot from up there. Nice little setup with a couple TVs and everything. Just you can take in the action and stay in some shade as you wait for your next match, or just really if you're visiting and enjoy the surroundings here.
Rodney Carey to serve. First serve just wide.
Oh man, does that kind of Carey wanted to come in and jump on that second serve and almost backfired on him, gave him Harold a great opportunity, or excuse me,
Actually, yeah, we could see right here.
Harold wanted to jump in,
yeah, Harold really stepped in on that second serve, and Rodney had an opportunity to hit a backhand, kind of backdoor behind Jordan, but looks like kind of just lost his footing there.
Usually in a situation like that, when I'm in, I just think about it way too much, and I got the whole court to think about, and I don't think about actually putting it away.
I know, yeah, sometimes that's the toughest, when it's right there for you, kind of get in your head. It's like, oh my goodness, but it's just
kind of looking at where your opponent's going. You want to
exactly.
make sure so that one set a little out, and love 15. Second serve.
You know, during Carey's career, he's had the opportunity of playing at the Junior US Open. Oh wow. Great backhand return from Jordan. Let's take a look at this replay. He just steps in perfectly to that serve from Carey and really is able to dictate that backhand down the line.
And that forehand sails out, 15-30. Carey does not want to let this game get away from him. Pretty crucial game for him to hold and not go down 2 breaks, 5-1. Saw that in the women's final when it was 5-1 in both sets. And Isabel Porter ended up winning 2-2 for that women's title. So Carey serving 15-30. Another second serve coming up. Tries the dropper.
Oh my goodness, what
well
a
done.
point. Well done by Carey to stay in the point, and good job by Jordan to try to bring him in on that drop shot. Let's take a look at this. Jordan drops the ball. Carey stays focused, isn't able to get that volley. Great angled volley to close out that point.
Yeah, great volley for sure. Let's look at this point again.
Great job tracking the ball down and closing it out.
Just come in again, and point goes to Carey, 40-30.
It's great when these two gentlemen are able to really take an opportunity when they see that short ball and come in and close a point. That's so fun to watch, so great to see, and sure it's saving their bodies to finish at the net. Great point.
And there's the hold, so a crucial hold for Rodney Carey to stay in it. And he'll be serving 4-2 coming up.
You know, during Carey's career, he traveled and toured 5 continents and visited over 20 countries and played in almost every country in the Caribbean islands. So he came here after living in the Bahamas in 2007, and that's where he trained down in Pembroke Pines, Florida. So he's really had the experience of seeing all parts of the world during this tennis career.
So even how much tennis can take you places and experiences you'll never forget, this being one of them. Let's watch this point go to Harrell here on the winner. That it looked like just caught the back edge of the baseline. As we come back live, 15-love.
What a point. That was probably one of the longest rallies
Yeah, definitely of the
we've
day.
seen of the day, yeah. That was a tough point, just very steady by both players. But Jordan was able to come out on top for that point.
I grabbed my towel too.
Yeah. He's serving up 30-love.
These hard courts here, there's 20 here, and there's 12 more at the Collegiate Center that Jordan you referred to earlier. And we have a lot of activity on these courts at all times, so happy to have these ATA National Championships here. 30-love, now 40-love.
Yeah, you mentioned the Collegiate Center. It's great that this USTA National Campus is going to host the NCAA Division I National Championships next year, 2019, and again in 2021. So that's going to bring more exciting energy to the campus. Let's see this point.
Game goes to Harrell. Yes, the NCAAs are going to be a big part of what we do here. I know that all of us are going to be pretty much involved, and there's been a lot of work already done for it, scouting out some other facilities in the championships to make sure that the event here in May of 2019 goes off great, and then everybody has a great time. It's the pinnacle event of the college season. So we're pretty happy to have that event coming to the national campus.
And you guys have a couple of local teams for the college match days that start up next spring.
Yeah, we have. We're working on the schedule. We're going to announce the schedule pretty soon. We got a couple Florida schools. The Florida State men's rivalry will be renewed. So we're pretty pumped about that. But we've got some special features and special announcements coming up for college match day. It all starts in February. So everybody just make sure to come on out. It's a great time that everybody has. It's a festivity. It's kind of like a bowl game atmosphere that everybody comes out and enjoys a free kids clinic, the games and face painting and music and all sorts of activities for fans and family to enjoy. We're really excited about what we're going to be offering in 2019, and we have a 2020 schedule we're working on.
Fantastic.
So
and it's a free event, right?
It's free. Yeah.
Yep.
There's discussions on what everything's going to be happening in the future. But the Tennis Channel is going to come back and air the matches live from the Tennis Channel, and we're happy to be partners with them. And we got some great feedback last year from coaches and players in Tennis Channel, and it was great to have an event like that here at the national campus and supported by USTA. And you can see the massive facility here and the player developments in the foreground there. And we're on court 2. It's kind of in the middle of your screen on the left there with all those people on it. That's the court we're playing on right now. Court Championship Court 1 is the one with the concrete stands there with the seats, and it's just an absolutely fantastic facility that we're looking at. And the college facility is in the background there, way up there, kind of like on a little peninsula.
Yeah, and the great part about the collegiate courts is, they're 8 courts, so they're able to have dual matches go on at the Collegiate Center, which is very unique. It's like you said, keeping that energy going and being able to host events with maybe men's and women's going on. So
Yes. So 2-5 here. Carey looking to stay in it. We'll get a second serve coming up for Harrell. Tried to power that backhand in. And it just caught the piece of the line, so love 15. Great winner by Harrell. Tries to get in there again and does. Like Carey a little upset, but what can he do on that one? Just a strong winner. Right, 2 out of the gate from Harrell.
Let's take a look at this forehand. He really sets himself up. Just catches the line, but fantastic forehand by Jordan.
Love 32 points away from the set. Here for the men's open division ATA National Championship. And that goes long. So all of a sudden we have 3 set points coming up for the Georgia native. There's a winner there from Carey.
Tough forehand winner. He was able to pull that out of his pocket. That was good. Kind of giving him a different shift in momentum for the game, trying to hold on to his serve to stay in the set.
And that return just over the net forced Carey to try and bend low to get it, but it sails long, and the first set goes to Jordan Harrell, 6-2, here at the finals of the Men's Open National Championships. Early on in that first set, Jordan seemed like the points were pretty long, and then the points were a little quicker, more net play as we went along, and you'd see this last point.
Yeah, you see that return really just seemed to have gotten Carey out of position, and Jordan Harrell just totally capitalizing on that opportunity to close out that set.
So as we get ready for the second set, there's a lot of things going on here this week. We've mentioned the campus tours, which are open to the public as well, but ATA members are getting some special tours of the campus. There's some seminars going on with USTA player development, and the collegiate team is holding a session to help inform players, the juniors and parents of the college process. And there's some sessions going on about the importance of nutrition and discussing the pathways for young players, because in these situations, and we've seen it a lot through junior events that we've had on this campus so far, the importance of staying hydrated, of eating right, especially this time of year, and it's just critically important. You can see the umbrellas out. It can be pretty hot out there in the Florida sun, but the campus looks just phenomenal. All the signage and the smells, and we're inside right now. We can't smell it, but there's so much going on out there that it's hard to pass up any of the smells or food or drinks that are going on. Like, I can't wait to get out there.
Oh, I know it. I saw them setting up a food station, and I think Rodney Carey stepped off the court to go grab some more water. It's so important to stay hydrated, like Brian mentioned, and even nutrition with bananas or some type of granola bar during the match, because it is hot out there, and it's not even so much the heat as much as the humidity really does take a toll on the body, just being able to breathe. I mean, you're used to, if it's dry heat, it's going to be different from humid air. So I'm glad Rodney went off to get some more fluids so that he can stay hydrated for the remainder of the match.
Jordan, you're going to be going down there after this match to have the trophy ceremony. So we'll look forward to that as soon as this match is over. We thank everybody for joining us on the stream. Here from the USTA National Campus in Orlando, I'm Brian Ormiston with Jordan Beatty here from the USTA staff, and we're bringing to you the American Tennis Association National Championships, 101st edition here at the National Campus. First time it's been held here at this new facility, a year and a half old. And we are going to have the honor of having the USTA president, Katrina Adams, who's been influenced by the ATA, as has several thousand players over the years. She's coming down to the campus and taking in the action. It's just going to be so great to see this event keep going. We've had so much going on this weekend, and the week's just only going to get busier.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can see on some of the courts around, like Brian mentioned earlier, we have a variety of play going on. Even the court right next door, we have, looks like a younger age group, and Carrie is now returning to the court to have the second set begin.
I'm really interested to see, really, not just one division, it's just all the division. We caught a glimpse of some youngsters playing as we opened this match up on a secondary court. So I'm looking forward to the juniors, and that's what we're going to have for you this weekend. They're going to have a couple the matches with the boys and girls on Friday, so stay tuned for that. That'll be very special to see on the stream. So second set about to get underway with Harold serving. It's probably the smart move to change into a fresh shirt.
Yeah, they both look like they just sweat through completely their shirt, so you know the heat is kicking up out there. Good second serve from Jordan.
First point goes to Jordan Harrell.
You watch Jordan play and he looks so relaxed, and like you said, you mentioned earlier how it seems as if he's just so calm, and he talks about how his mental focus is one of the best parts of his game. And you can really tell when you watch him, he just very much is not really rattled by any external elements. It's so important with tennis, to just remain having that mental focus. You're the only one out there on the court. Your coach isn't able to talk to you. You typically don't have teammates unless you're playing doubles. So having mental focus as a strength is very much so important with any sport, but especially tennis.
I think that's a big reason why I couldn't survive competition. My mental focus was totally not there.
Yeah.
I was so focused on what I was eating that night. That was the most important thing for me. So yeah, I definitely did not have it, that mental stamina.
Yeah, it's tough. Great serve by Jordan to go up 40-15 in this first game of the second set.
First game of the second set goes to Harold, whose current hometown is Augusta. We're going to come back and watch Carey serve his first game of the second set. The Bahamian, born in Freeport, lives down in South Florida. Three of his favorite players are Monfils, Federer, and Del Potro, as pretty much all the professionals have made their way to the States for all the events going on. Jordan, you're going to head out to San Jose here later this week.
Yeah.
For the tournament out there.
Yep. San Jose State University is actually hosting the U.S. Open Series event that used to be held at Stanford Universities in the years prior. So that's going to be exciting. The first year that this leg of the U.S. Open Series is at San Jose State, so that should be really exciting to see what they've done out there for that event.
We were looking at between the women's and men's. We were looking at the renderings and where they built the facility right next to San Jose State's football stadium, and it looked really fantastic.
Yeah.
Just over the head. Couldn't tell if that landed in or not. It looks like the point goes to Harrell.
That's tough if the sun is right there in Carey's face looking up to try to hit that overhead. The sun, he might have got a glare of the sun. Let's take a look at this replay. Yeah.
Just in, it looks like, yep.
Great lob by Harrell on that previous point. Yes, and out in San Jose, we are hosting high school day, which happens at most of the U.S. Open Series events, which is a great opportunity for high school aged kids to come out and basically have a 2-hour play day, get tickets to go see the matches, and really just have a good time at the event. Like you mentioned earlier with Net Generation, really about encouraging kids to stay in the sport and get exposure to these type of events, professional events, and dream big.
Yeah. No, that's a fantastic event. Geez, if I was that age, I would certainly take advantage of that. What day is that going to be on?
That is going to be on August 2nd. So Thursday out at San Jose.
So if you're in San Jose or the area,
yes,
get out there.
Get out there.
Find Jordan Beatty.
Yep, and come be a part of this great event. We just finished up a similar event out in Atlanta, so just a great opportunity for the kids. And to be at the professional level, to be able to see themselves, just having fun and being able to experience an event like that in their hometown.
Carey serving 40-15. Having a nice game here. Second serve coming up.
We'll see if Jordan does it. He usually inches in a little bit to put some pressure on that second serve. Let's see. Yep.
And that sails long. So Carey gets on the board, 1-all in the second set here in Orlando.
Looks like maybe cooling off a little bit, or I don't know about the temperature, but it looks like some cloud coverage, so hopefully that cools the players down a bit. You never know with Florida. Yeah. Now from that angle.
That angle's fantastic. What
That's
weather.
Great weather, great time to play.
And great
tennis.
ball.
And great ball. Great shot by Jordan to come in and take advantage of that short ball. To take a look at that replay. Great serve to set up that short return of serve and just knocks the top off of that forehand winner down the line. 15-love, Jordan Harrell.
Justin. Perfectly placed. Harrell coming back toward the center of the court. Gets him off balance. Does Carey.
Yeah, Carey, you can see in this point, both of them just staying steady, waiting for that opportunity, and Carey finds that opportunity first. You see he was able to get that forehand nice and deep and was able to come in for that backhand down the line. Here we are. Harrell down 15-30.
Perfect.
Wow. Jordan loves that forehand down the line shot.
Feels good when you hit a shot like that. You know as soon as it comes off the racket that you won that point. There's no doubt that your opponent can't get to it.
Exactly. And you see, that just works so well when he's able to set that serve up. You see that. And here we are, looking to close at the net.
Got a great way to come in. Sets it up, put away the overhead, and goes from 15-30, now 40-30. Great job, our video team all around in there, inside and outside. Bring this match to you on the live stream. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. We'll have another stream on Friday of the junior event. Here, Harrell serving 40-30 for the men's open finals. Comes around that one and just clips the top, and Harrell holds.
That was a good second serve by Harrell. You could see that was a good kick serve, and Carey might have underestimated how much kick that kind of hit back on him. He was looking to step in on it, but I think the ball kind of came back a little stronger on him than he expected. Jordan Harrell up 2-1, but we are on serve in this second set, men's final of the ATA National Championships.
So this is one of several divisions here of the ATA Nationals, and it's anywhere from, you can have the girls 10 doubles all the way up to the men's 75 doubles, a bunch of mixed doubles events as well. And I know that one event I'm going to head out to and I got to give him a shout out, is J. Webb Horton. He's our collegiate committee chair here for the USTA, and he's going to be playing in two of the doubles open divisions, and I'm really excited to see him because he does a lot with USTA, and you can see all the activity going on the campus here today down one bank of the hard courts. So many divisions getting underway today and throughout the week. And it's just kind of fun to see. You can see the little tyke here with a racket in his backpack watching. It's just the age range of this event is just so cool to see, and how many people have come to Orlando to enjoy it. And we're just honored to bring you just one of the matches here in this event. What's the best part of your game, Jordan? If you were out there playing right now and you're playing in this condition, what would be your strong point?
Oh man, probably. I mean, I'm a grinder, so I would be on the baseline.
I don't like you. You're a grinder?
Yeah. But I don't know with the heat. I may be trying to come in too and close the point out like you see here. Great opportunity for Carey, and very much so executed on that opportunity to close the point. We see the replay here. He just stays low on that backhand and waits for that short forehand ball, and just such a nice touch on the forehand volley side to open up this game, serving 15-love.
Moving Harrell around.
Oh man, just wide.
So this is a game where the first set, around the time that Jordan Harrell started to pick up momentum, broke, and then really cruised the rest of the way. So if you're Rodney Carey, you know that you want to win this game, stay on serve, and that point was just a great example of getting to 30 love and him staying in it and getting the confidence in this finals.
Great movement by Carey. Tough shot, moving the ball around. You can see he's really, looks like he's looking to move Jordan around and really switch up the pace of some of these points. You see him throwing in slices, coming in earlier than expected. So he's looking to really try to switch some things up to try to beat some of Jordan's strengths. So great job by Carey moving Jordan around, and he's serving 40 love.
Easy put away there and an easy hold for Carey as we go 2-all here in the second set.
Rodney, growing up, his ITF junior ranking, he got the highest ranking of 149. That was his career high. So, like we mentioned earlier, his experience playing professional circuit and playing all over the world, I'm sure he's not going to let up at all, and Jordan is just going to have to stay extremely focused because Carey is definitely going to grind this one out.
First point to Harrell on that serve, 15 love. We mentioned Carey from the Bahamas and lives South Florida. Combined, he's lost just 4 games coming into this finals. Just missed.
Tough miss. That hitting a slice on the run, that's a tough shot, and Carey definitely tried that. That was just a tough shot by Harrell, and bringing him out wide on his backhand side. And Harold is up 30-love in this 5th game of the second set. Harold is serving to remain on serve.
Got Carey turned around, but a great volley there to win that point. Nice little point by these two gentlemen. Point goes to Carey, 15-30. Zone in on Carey here.
Great forehand volley. Good closure, good court coverage. Being able to reach for that backhand volley and still be ready for that next ball. Great job by Carey staying in the point.
I think they're waiting to get that ball back as it sailed out. Looking for additional help to bring that ball back. There we go. All right. So thanks to the generosity of the fans watching. And we come back, it's 30-15 for Harold. Long, another fantastic rally by these two.
Yeah, that was tough and great mental focus by Harold to stay in that point. They both just were grinding that one out. Neither one of them were ready to pull the trigger for anything, but they both just stayed in that point, and Harold was able to hold on long enough to go up 40-15, serving to go up 3-2 the second set.
Second serve coming in this game. I love seeing the little kids on the court 3 next door as we're watching the men's open finals. It's kind of fun.
I know, it's great. They for the little ones. Oh no.
Does that look like maybe a mishit on that serve?
Mishit on that second serve. Yeah, the younger kids to be able to see, right here. I mean, oftentimes you don't see too many tournaments where you have such a wide variety of ages. So it's just great for the younger generation to be able to see and be inspired by this older group of kids. These young gentlemen played in college and now are here playing in this men's final of the ATA Championships.
If you were to play an event like this, would you prefer singles or doubles?
These days I would say doubles.
Me too.
My body doesn't love me anymore to play singles. Doubles is a good time, but I might have done both. But I definitely think I would have mentally enjoyed doubles more.
That goes out. We get the deuce here.
What about you? What would you be playing? Doubles or singles?
I'd be the statistician.
Okay,
I'd sit on
good.
the side with my hot dog, hang out.
Under an umbrella, right?
Under an umbrella,
Yeah.
watch everybody else sweat.
Okay.
No, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I was started my career as a doubles player and then went to singles. But I think doubles is just more camaraderie around it, and you feel a little bit. You feel a little more into it as far as I am when I'm playing more doubles, and I can get too hard on myself. So I would say doubles for sure.
Yeah.
On clay, and no money involved or anything. Can't
Right.
be any other line. I don't want to get upset.
Oh.
Break point here for Carey. Great serve, but the return was deep.
Wow.
And Carey gets the break here. 3-2 serving. So nice little return that Carey had on that point.
Yeah, that was great focus by Carey to come back and win that game. Harold looked like he was, fully in control there, and Carey chipped away 1 point at a time and was able to come back and get that break to go up 3-2 in the second set.
So we'll probably get this match in. I should not say that. I should not have said that at all, because I was going to say the weather forecast is going to pick up later in this afternoon for the other divisions. But we should be fine the rest of the way. It's been great conditions out there so far. A little bit hot, as you can see. The umbrellas and everybody walking around and enjoying. You can cornhole back there, and you can see the little kids over on the right. They're playing ping pong off to the side of the screen. We have playing on hard and clay courts here at the campus. And it's just been a joy to see what's been going on the last 3 days. So hopefully we can get a lot of tennis in throughout all the divisions before the rain comes. So you can see that the sun is now beating down. We've been watching the women's final, the men's final now, and there's been clouds covering. You can see the clouds in the distance, but when you're playing out there, Jordan, how much is that heat, especially here in Florida?
Yeah, the heat is such a big factor in playing, and mentally you sometimes think, oh, you want to get through the point just so that your body isn't, going through all the heat, and it is definitely tough to play. And the interesting thing about playing on the hard court is, even if the outside temperature, for example, is 95 degrees, typically on court it's about 10 degrees higher at least, especially on the hard court surface. So that heat index for the players for a typical 95-degree day could be in the 105 range, which is extremely hot. So it's very important to stay hydrated and wear a hat if you can. I wouldn't wear a hat because I've never figured out how to play in one, but, heat is definitely a factor, and you see these points are getting longer, but
you think that might have been a factor there because it was just a simple point? You
just
tried
a
to
simple
just go
error.
at it?
Yeah. And, you just find that you are willing to bring the trigger on the points earlier than maybe expected with the heat, just to try to get the point over. But it seems like, using tactics like coming in, finishing the point at the net, taking advantage of the short balls. We're probably going to see that more as this match continues, because you definitely don't want to be out there in 20 rally, you know what I mean? 20 point rallies. And
so love 15, Carey, who just broke Jordan Harrell's serve. Sends that one into the net. Love 30. That's what I mentioned earlier, how that USTA is providing those seminars about nutrition and hydration for players here at the campus, and juniors and parents, and it's just been critically important for everybody who comes here to play in the summertime. That is the most important thing to recognize. It's not the actual tennis, but it's for your body to make sure that you're doing the right things for these conditions.
Absolutely, and it's not even when you're playing, it's those pre-match, post-match, taking care of the body, eating well, hydrating before and after. It's so crucial.
Carey was hitting some good forehands there into the corner, but then sends that one another unforced error. Love 40. Thankfully, the staff here, if anyone's playing, this is, like we said, is a public facility, but USTA provides medical support if anything happens with so many courts. We're proud partner with the Andrews Institute and have a great selection of trainers here at all times at the campus. So that is a great benefit of playing here in case something unfortunate does happen.
Yeah, and a fun fact about Lake Nona area, it's called the Medical City. You see a ton of new developments coming around the Lake Nona area, which is where we are located here at the national campus. And you see the VA medical clinic, Nemours Children's Hospital. So there are a variety of medical institutions that you see within a 5 to 10 minute, distance from the national campus, which is just talks about how this area is growing and what's to come here in the future of this Lake Nona community.
Is there any place that you like to go to with Lake Nona building and keeps more and more things popping up? Is there a spot that you like?
They just opened a Drive Shack, which is kind of like a driving range similar to Top Golf, and that's fun. That's right 2 minutes up the street from us.
You can't miss it,
A
yeah.
lot of lunch meetings occur there.
That has become a hot spot open this year, and we're happy to have them as one of our neighbors here at the national campus.
Oh.
Carey had the put away on his racket as he was moving Harold around quite a bit, got him off the court, and just couldn't put it away. 3-all.
That was great. Great toughness, but for Jordan to get to those balls and stay in the point and make Carey hit one more shot, and you see that kind of seemed like that got in Carey's head a little bit. So, both players are just going to have to try to remain steady in these long points. Both of them aren't giving up anything easily. So,
I mean, that's what it's about, just making your opponent hit one more shot.
Yes.
And that's what happened there, it seems. So once again, we'll have the trophy ceremony after this match. Jordan Beatty will go down and talk to the winner. But until then, Harold serving 6-2, 3-all in the finals. Looks like that clipped the line. Ace to start us off. Nice serve out wide.
A great part of the campus is being able to have some courts that allow you to record your play. You're playing. We are proud partners of PlaySite. They are the official live streaming and court analytics partner of the campus, and 26 courts here at the national campus feature PlaySite smart courts.
And all of them have the camera for live streaming.
Exactly, which is just so great. Like you said, hosting all of these events and different type of programming, it really encourages opportunity to host things like this live and on the television.
2 quick points from Harold, goes to 30 love, and yeah, it's kind of fun to see that anybody, you can be living in Idaho and you have a relative that comes and plays at the campus and they turn on the live streaming and they can just watch them hit any day. Just turn it on, and it's kind of fun to see. Looked like that volley was called just long. 30-15 here, so that is a really cool feature of the campus, that all the main courts, not the small kids courts at the Nemours Family Zone, but the other 86 courts or 84 courts have the cameras, the PlaySite camera, that if you just go on the court and turn it on with your phone app, PlaySite app, that it can live stream and any of your friends can watch. I don't know if that's a good thing or not in my case, but
yeah, it's it's a fun feature. I've used the PlaySite capabilities, and being able to watch yourself and say, oh, not enough footwork, or miraculous back late. It's fun when you're able to see yourself and analyze your play.
Harold looking to serve this out. 40-15 now. Carey went up the break 3-2, couldn't hold, and now Harold's in position to go up 4-3.
Tough return of serve by Carey on that forehand side.
Just blasted that.
Teed off on that shot, yeah. Putting some pressure on Harold's serve there. Harold is up 40-30, looking to serve to go up 4-3.
That heads out.
Here we are, deuce. Harold still serving. Looking to hold on to this game. Second serve, just long, tough double fault for Harold. Looks like might have just lost a little bit of focus there on that second serve. And Carey has the break point.
What a serve. What a time to whip that out. Ace down the tee. Perfectly placed. That break point goes awry.
Second serve coming up for Jordan.
Rips that return, but Harrell gets it back. Sends that long.
You know, you could see Harrell looking to try to switch up that pace by throwing in a high topspin ball, but Carey was very comfortable with that and was able to place that back right where he wanted it.
It's another break point for Carey. Another second serve. Came around a little too much. Probably should have stayed on that backhand, but it seems like he made that decision right away, and that backfired as the forehand goes wide. We're back to deuce.
Good second serve by Harrell. He's a strong kick on that serve, and
Look the way you said that.
yeah, kick. Yeah. Imagine how it feels to hit that. I mean, you could see it it really just pushes Carey back. Harrell to serve here again at deuce.
Another second serve coming. Carey seems to be enjoying trying to rip those second serves. Rip that one into the corner. Now he's got another break point. Let's see what happens here. Obviously, Harrell's got to be thinking he's got to get this first serve in.
Yeah, that Carey is really looking to put pressure on Jordan to make that first serve, because that each second serve he's really stepping in and taking advantage of the slower pace.
Justin. And Harrell puts that away.
Great close by Harrell. Huge opportunity. Seeing that forehand short ball and closing that point at the net. You can see the replay here. Throws in a slice. Very steady. Waits for his opportunity to come in. Sees it and closes out with a fantastic overhead. We're back at deuce. Jordan Harrell serving to hold on to this game.
Calls it just out. Second serve coming. And that sails way long. So a double and yet another break point for Rodney Carey. He needs to take advantage of one of these pretty soon. And that's the way he set it up. Yes, great serve. Moves him over to the back to the other side of the court. You can watch this and then just puts it away. So great 3 shots there from Harrell to eliminate another break point.
Back to deuce.
Sails long, another good point. Ground strokes by Harrell and Carey. So now we have a game point for Harrell to hold the serve.
It's great movement of the ball by both of these gentlemen. And Harrell was able to hold on to look to serve to hold this game. He has the advantage right now.
Jordan Harrell, whose favorite TV show is Martin, serves for the game. Double faults.
That is so tough. Neither one of them seems to want to close out the game, but it is really tough being a former player. Once you get out there and the heat, you think your mind, you have to really stay focused because, after coming off of such a good point, looking to close out that game for either one of them requires mental toughness. Second serve underway for Jordan Harrell here at Deuce.
Kind of a nonchalant backhand goes into the net. And
tough on forced air for Jordan to make at this crucial point in the match. Gives another opportunity for Rodney to secure this break.
First serve goes to the backhand, and Carey can't do anything with it. Sails long. We're back to deuce. This is one of those games we're referring to with the heat and conditions that I'm sure both of these players didn't exactly want to have as one of these long games. Another backhand into the net for Harrell. Activity going to the towels is more and more, and we got another break point for Carey. Harrell serving. It's the tape, second serve coming up. Not in position for that forehand, couldn't move his feet very well, and Carey gets the break finally after a long game. And he takes the 4-3 advantage, so 3 breaks, back-to-back breaks of serve here in the second set of the Men's Open Finals. And Carey will be coming back serving 4-3 as he tries to push this to a third after Harrell took that first set 6-2. They get out of the shade a little bit, take a breather after that game. And these two were the top 2 seeds of this Open Division Finals, so they were lucky enough to have the byes in the first round. The only 2 players to have those byes. Jordan started playing tennis at 4, born in Decatur, Georgia, while Rodney started playing at the age of 5. He played at the Junior US Open, an event that's coming up later in August. That event usually starts with qualifying on August 31st this year. It'll be held at Carey Leeds before the main draw moves over to the National Tennis Center. So it'll be fun to watch as the US Open is the next major up. And the junior event is always a special opportunity for players to be a part of, and so much recruiting going on at that event as well from college coaches who travel and watch some of the best juniors around the world compete in New York. So back here, if Rodney Carey can win this set, it'll be a 10-point super breaker for the third, so they won't play a full third set.
Let's go, Jordan, baby, right here.
And Carey changing his attire, sweating through, of course, as we play here in Orlando at the National Campus. 4-3, Carey up a break. He's going to try and solidify that break with a hold here. And that volley goes long. Harrell had to move a lot early in that point, and Carey finally came in but couldn't take advantage and sends that volley long. So love 15. 15 carry. Serving. So I know that we mentioned the 10-point breaker for a third earlier. That's one thing that Carey got a piece of in college when he was playing at FAMU, Florida A&M. There was a match that he played, and his third set, he won the match against a Tennessee State player playing the number 1 position. And he won at third set 18-16. So if we know Carey has it in him, if it plays a 10-point breaker, that's a long one, 18-16.
Yeah, that's
in that
a
match
tough
in college.
one. Yeah. Oh. That volley was just wide on the forehand side.
So it goes to left 30, yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. Some players prefer playing the third set tiebreaker, and some prefer playing that set out. It just really truly depends on the style of the game. You can tell these players are hot, sweating, a lot of towel breaks.
Might be some time violations if
Yeah.
they go out, but I totally understand it.
Some additional breathers,
I would be taking these breaks as well and wiping all the sweat off. But that serve, great serve there, and the return goes astray. I think I'd probably have a towel draped at every corner of the fence, no matter whatever closest I'd be at. I'd have a towel everywhere.
Yeah, it's interesting. Each player's different. Some people won't even want to deal with the towel. You see them wearing the wrist sweatbands, I guess you could call them. You see Carey has both a sweatband and a towel.
Great, Paul. A nice little
Wow.
forehand. Just over the tape for a winner inside the line.
Fantastic inside out. You see both of these gentlemen. Watch how he gets his feet around that and rips that inside out forehand to Jordan's backhand, and Jordan is just unable to get it. Here we are at 30 all. Justin. Tough point. It seems like there might have been a mishit on Jordan's end. Great job by Carey. You could see his aggression, and he's really looking to put the pressure on Harrell. And these points, you can see Harrell seems to be taking a more defensive seat, just waiting for Carey to make the error. But Carey has really stepped his game up in terms of being more aggressive on the forehand side, especially.
I do what he's doing a lot, just kind of talk to myself.
Yeah.
Figure out what I'm doing, what I need to do better of.
Yeah.
40-30, the last 3 points have gone to the side of Carey.
Tennis is one of those sports where you're going to have a lot of self-talks. I would say even in doubles also, you're just used to being out there by yourself, no coaches, no teammates, so a lot of talks to yourself.
Let's see if it helps him here. Backhand return into the net, and Carey holds. So a big hold after a string of breaks. And we go to 5-3. Carey 1 game away from sending this to a 10-point breaker to decide it all at the Men's Open Championship Finals of the American Tennis Association Championships. Thanks for joining us here on the live stream from the USTA National Campus here in Orlando, Florida. The second year of the campus. Jordan Beatty alongside me, Brian Ormiston, and Jordan will head down to the championship ceremony to award the trophy and talk to the winner after this match. Till then, Harrell serving 3-5.
Huge return from Carey. Really just steps in on that second serve and angles that beautifully off the court. Let's watch this again. He just timed that perfectly and
almost hit one of the 1,000 umbrellas onto the side of the courts. Yeah.
I mean, that was a tough shot. Really, like we saw earlier, putting that pressure on Harrell serve.
And for those of you who's watching the stream, when this match has concluded, all the courts are streaming at USTAnationalcampus.com, so head on over if you haven't already to check out some of the other activity going on here at the campus. Made the decision to come in, but even if he didn't, I think that would have been a winner no matter what. Great passing shot there.
Great passing shot from Carey. You see, I think Jordan might have missed timed coming in on that ball, but he took the leap of faith. Didn't do enough with that short ball and gave Carey the opportunity to get that backhand winner down the line.
Another strong return from Carey.
Wow.
Just like that, we are 1 point away from the set.
Carey has really stepped up his game and put in a different level of aggression on his style of play that we didn't see in the first set, and I think that's making all the difference for him right now in the second set. He's showing that he's, able to be very, versatile with the changes that he's had to make and pulling some different things out of his pocket, which is what he needs to do. Looks like he just missed that backhand a little long. Jordan looking to take 1 point at a time to stay in this set. He's down 15-40, first serve.
Yes, as the number 1 seed, Jordan Harrell, he's obviously doesn't want this to go to a third set 10-point breaker. Anything can happen in a breaker like that. So hoping to try and close this out, hold serve, but another set point coming for Carey. And that's called long.
Wow, tough time to double fault. That is the second set to Rodney Carey here at the men's finals of the ATA National Championships.
And it makes sense. Top 2 seeds of the event going 10-point breaker. So it's great to see these two fight it out. Going to come down to the end here as we watch them take a little bit of a break as we go into it. These two players kind of cruised to the finals of this event, so it's kind of great to see that the 1 seed Jordan Harrell and number 2 seed Rodney Carey going to play a breaker to decide it here in the third. So we've had just some great tennis so far this morning. Great job by the two finalists on the women's side. Isabel Porter eventually won it on the women's open division, but as soon as this is done, there's plenty of more activity around the campus with so many divisions taking place and the junior finals that we're going to stream on Friday. So happy to provide all the coverage to you at home or wherever you may be watching.
And that was a great women's final earlier with Asia Hayes and Isabel Porter. If you guys missed tuning into that match, it was a great women's final. Both of them were battling it out, and Isabel was able to come out on top for that match. They didn't have as much heat as the gentlemen do right now, so they got in their match early when it was a little cooler. So you see Jordan Harrell looking to kind of keep himself cool, putting some of that cold water on the towel, and you can see the fans under the umbrellas. Everyone's just trying to stay cool on this hot Florida day, but what a great day for tennis, and just great energy on campus.
You can see the whole banks of courts there, that last picture, and you can see the kids zone behind there on the blue fenced windscreen behind court there.
Yeah.
So all the courts are filled right now.
Yeah, and that kid zone is a great area for young players and adults who are learning the game. It has 8 36-foot and 8 60-foot courts, and the smaller courts allow the players to learn the game.
And those are really fun.
Quickly. Yeah, those are fun.
I was surprised at how much fun I had on those courts.
Yeah.
Especially when they first opened. We kind of had a little deal when this facility opened, and kind of went out there and had fun. And it was weird when you're on those courts after a while, then you jump on a bigger court.
Yeah.
Like, this seems weird. I want to go back to the smaller courts. So it was just kind of so fun to be on those. And have a great time. So as you can see, all the courts, this is one of the banks of the hard courts, and just look all the way down these courts. There's just so much going on, and a lot of people here that are enjoying the action. And there's, like we said, there's 20 of these hard courts. There's 12 more hard courts at the Collegiate Center, and there's a plethora of clay courts that are behind this court. On the other side, you can kind of see the fence in between the walkway back there. And we mentioned cornhole and ping pong going on. Jordan, if you were out there right now, what would you play? Cornhole or ping pong?
Probably ping pong.
Ping pong?
Yeah.
Good call.
What about you?
Ping
pong, yeah.
Third set breaker here. Carey starts off with serving and wins the first point. So gets off to the start as Harrell gets that little mini break. 1-0, Harrell serving.
Wow.
Gets it back. Unreal point at this stage of the match, with I'm sure the nerves got to be settling or getting there a little bit as we're.
I mean, that was just incredible backhand down the line from Jordan, and even more incredible for Carey to get to that. And Jordan was able to just close that point out. Tough point from both of the gentlemen. Harrell to serve. He's up 2-0 in this third set tiebreaker.
There's the point for Carey. Gets on the board, gets that mini break back. And for those of you who aren't familiar with the 10-point breaker, you just simply play to 10, win by 2. Rotate serves, and you change ends every 6 points.
Yeah, the tiebreaker is one of those things where just every point, I mean, so much focus, more so than the points if you're playing a set, just because you can look up before you know it and the tiebreaker can get away from you. So you could really tell.
Beautiful serve by Carey, 2-all.
Yeah.
Love the change of shirts by Harrell. I didn't notice he has that Xavier of Louisiana shirt on. That was pretty fresh. Love that shirt supporting his college.
2-all here with Carey serving. You see Harrell looking to open up the court, that forehand down the line, that backhand slice, great backhand volley, and just unable to close out that forehand put away
I
at
think
the
he
net.
could see Carey coming back onto the court and realize he maybe needed to hit it a little bit harder to get it past him, so that might have affected his shot making on that point. 2-3, serving. And finally puts it away as Harrell. Another great point. Boy, these two competitors are fighting it out for the national championship men's open final. 3-all, which change ends.
That was tough by Carey to stay in that point, hustling down every ball, really forcing Jordan to hit one more ball to close that point out. And at this stage of the match, that's absolutely incredible for both gentlemen to really run down every ball and for Jordan to stay focused to close that point out. You can see they're staying hydrated on this changeover.
It is very hot and humid in the Florida sun, so definitely take the water break when you can. To this event later this weekend. Here at the national campus, the activity keeps going. They have the USTA Florida section, level 5 championships. So we look forward to that as the ATA National Championships continues throughout the week. A lot of other events happening. ITF annual meetings are coming here at the national campus. 3-all here in the breaker. ace rips it off. Simple point there after some long points by these two.
I mean, that was good for him to hit that ace. It's probably a good little breather because these past couple of points have been grueling. So great opportunity for Jordan to secure that point on the ace.
And another great serve from Carey. 4-all. One more serve from the Floridian, born in Bahamas.
You know, I wonder if Carey's knee is bothering him at all. You can kind of see he may have some type of limp going on. I wonder if it's irritated at all, but he looks like he's holding in there. Great serve to go up 5-4.
Service game is on point for these two players. Last 3 points. Play to 10, win by 2. There was only one 10-point breaker here in this open division, and that took place in the round of 16. All the other matches were in straight sets. Rips that winner into the corner.
Wow, huge point for Carey at this point in the match. Let's look at this replay. He gets around that serve to hit an inside-out forehand and sets himself up to close that point out.
6-4 Carey. Once again, this is a 10-point breaker, so typical tiebreaker in a set's to 7, but this is the third set, so serving 4-6. Wow.
Oh, wow.
What touch on Carey. He's just ripping off winners here.
I'm surprised Jordan let that go. He's been, attacking all of those other volleys. I guess it looked like it might have been flying out a little further than it was. Great shot by Carey to go up 7-4 in this third set tiebreaker. Those were huge 2 points for him to break Jordan's serve.
Yeah, Carey's looked very strong on these last few points. All of a sudden, Harold's looking up, and he's like, oh my gosh, I'm down 7-4 already. This is the last point before another changeover. Called wide. 8-4. Rodney Carey 2 points away from the Men's Open National Championship title. Players grab their towels, come back.
That was a tough shot for Jordan. A good risk to take, though. Just wide, But I'm sure Jordan was looking to put that additional pressure on Carey, but just came up a little short. Let's see what Jordan is able to do. Coming back down 4-8 in this third set tiebreaker. Carey still serving.
Another long point. Justin.
Wow.
And a put away from Carey. He's reeled off several points now. As we have match point, championship point coming up as we look at the replay of this. Another long point. 9-4 is Rodney Carey. He's got it on his racket here coming up. Actually, Harold's got 2 serves coming up, but he's 1 point away from making this comeback complete. You can see he puts it away. It's called long, so Harrell ends that stretch of points for Carey, 9-5. Second championship point coming up. Once again, the trophy presentation, and the winner will be interviewed by Jordan Beatty, who will make her way down. So stay tuned when this match is completed. Harrell serving 5-9. Carey's going to get a look at a second serve. And that will do it. With that backhand into the net, we have your new American Tennis Association Men's Open National Champion. Rodney Carey wins that third set, 10-5 in a comeback fashion as he lost the first set. Comes back to win the title over Jordan Harrell, 2-6, 6-3, 10-5. What a run he made there in that third set tiebreaker to top the number 1 seed. The second seed, Rodney Carey, is your champion here at the USTA National Campus. Jordan is making her way down to the court to talk to our winner and our live streaming coverage of the American Tennis Association National Championships is far from over. On Friday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time, we'll bring you the finals of both the boys and girls 18-year-old divisions. So make sure you check out USTANationalCampus.com and click on the link to watch, or follow us on social media at USTA are the handles, and find the links there as we'll provide that action to you on Friday. So don't forget, all of our live coverage is available to watch on demand on the USTA YouTube channel. We appreciate you tuning in and help spread the word about our live streaming and on-demand coverage of the ATA Nationals. So pretty soon we'll have the trophy ceremony. As here's the match point replay, and we'll watch the title point go to Carey in a fantastic match by these two gentlemen. Long, grueling match, a lot of points for these two, and some great ground strokes, and that we saw from these two in these hot and humid conditions. And we'll hear from the winners coming up here in a little bit. And we still have plenty of action going on around the courts, but we'll join Jordan Beatty here, who has winner Rodney Carey. You can see her on court, so we'll send it down to her, and she'll interview the winner. Jordan, take it away.
Hi, I'm here with our men's final winner, Rodney Carey. How does it feel to win the ATA National Championship?
It feels great. This is my first tournament back after like 2 years, so it's definitely that much more special, and we had a good match, so that makes it even more, better.
That's great. And what do you think you did well this match to help propel you to win this?
I think I just held my composure pretty well. He got up on me early, so after I lost the first set, I did a good job of coming back strong and then staying calm and trying to take it from there.
That's great. So what's next for you after this?
I'm going to be training for maybe a month or two, and then probably the Florida Futures, try to play some Futures and maybe make a schedule to see where I can go next.
That's great. Well, congratulations, and enjoy the rest of your time here in Orlando. Thank you. Back to you, Brian.
Thanks so much, Jordan. And that is a tired and sweaty winner, but deservedly so. A great match by Rodney Carey and Jordan Harrell for our men's open division here at the ATA National Championships. So now we'll present the trophies. And first up to Jordan Harrell, the runner-up.
Yeah. Congratulations, sir, on a good match. Hope you had fun. We know you've been with us before, and we hope we'll see you again next year. Congratulations again. Thank you. Congratulations, sir. Thank you for a match well played. We hope you had fun and enjoyed us this year, and we hope to see you again in the future.
Thank you.
Congratulations again. Thanks again.
Thank you.
And Jordan Beatty is with our runner-up.
I'm here with our runner-up, Jordan Harrell, who I also grew up playing with. Jordan, how does it feel to be out here today?
It feels good. It's hot, but I had a good time. It's a great tournament, a great day to be out. And I got my Mac Academy family with me, so I'm glad they supported me. So y'all say hey to the microphone.
Jordan has great support. And where's Mac Academy located?
It's located in Augusta, Georgia. So it's been there for at least 25 years, a nonprofit organization.
Great, that's fantastic. And what does it mean to play in this event and be a part of something so spectacular?
It means a lot. I don't get a chance to play a lot because I coach, but when I do get out and play, I always have fun. So it's no different from me being 4 years old, just starting and us playing.
Correct.
Still having fun with it, no matter what age group it is. Still have fun. So.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for being out here, and great job today, and good luck for the rest of your time here, and great luck for your season coaching.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Back to you, Brian.
Thanks, Jordan. Just two exceptional players and people that we've had here at the campus in the finals, and just honored to have them here in the Open Division finals, and just fantastic to see that match take place here at the campus. And Rodney Carey comes out on top, but both players looked like had a lot of fun and enjoyed themselves, and that's what it's all about this week. And can't wait to see what else happens later this week. And once again, the junior finals are going to be taking place on Friday, so make sure you check out that live stream at USTAnationalcampus.com for more info on Friday at 11:30 a.m. So for Jordan Beatty, I'm Brian Ormiston. Thanks for watching. It means a lot to us for your patronage for the game of tennis and the ATA National Championships. So for more live streaming coverage of the ATA National Championships, make sure to check out USTAnationalcampus.com. Good day from the home of American tennis.